Hello everyone, in the last video I have shared what this channel stands for, and today we officially begin our programming journey with Java. So let's get started. But wait, before we start writing even a single line of code, let's pause for a moment and let's not think about any syntaxes, errors or any installations yet. But just try to understand what exactly Java is. Because once we understand the concepts in an easier way, the coding becomes automatically easier. So, if you are a complete beginner or if Java have scared you before, trust me, you are in the right place. We are going to make it together. So, let's begin what exactly Java is. Let me take an example that I have asked two different people to make tea. So, our doubt will be that are they going to make it in the same way? No, right? Because someone may like to add some ginger and some other person may forget to add some sugar, and someone else like me may burn the tea. So, what if computer is trying to perform all these tasks in a human way, but is it able to understand our human language like English or any other language like Hindi? No, right? So, this is where Java comes into picture. Java is something which gives a proper and perfect recipe to the computer to understand and to perform that particular task. Java is not only about writing code, but also it pushes you to think logically and think all about the loopholes, how an operation can be done properly and tested in all the possible ways. So let's move on to the next part of our basic understanding before we jump into coding or installations yet. And next buzzing question is like you might have heard of people speaking that Java is outdated or it is older, so why should we learn it still? Because anyhow AI is taking over the coding and all stuff, so is it worthwhile learning Java? So let me be honest, yes, it is worthwhile because Java is still booming all over the industry, right? Starting from backend systems, enterprises, and all over the software system. So don't worry about it that if AI is taking over all or not. Before we start all the installations part, it is important to know about how we are going to learn this right on this channel and what's so different about. So let me tell the roadmap how it is going to be. Our roadmap is divided into 5 phases. We have phase 1 totally consisting of basics. Then we have phase 2 that is consisting of control flow. Then comes core Java as phase 3, and then we'll be learning about OOPS concepts in the phase 4, and then comes the more interesting part, advanced Java. Now that I have explained how we are going to learn all the Java part on this channel, let me move on to my screen and let's go through the practical part of this. How we are going to installing Java and how we are going to write our first code. Okay, now that you understand what Java is and what the roadmap is going on, let's move on to the practical one and let me show my screen to show you how the setup and installation can be done. So before we start installation of Java, let's see what we are going to install and how they are useful. So here we can see in the screen that there are main 3 components of Java, that is JDK, JVM and JRE. Each one of it plays a major role when it comes to running the program. JDK is something which helps in writing the complete flow and building the Java programs. Also, the abbreviation stands for Java Development Toolkit. So it basically helps in compiling the higher level language to lower level language. And one of the real life example we can see that it's like a full kitchen with all the tools, ingredients and recipes to cook. And next, when we talk about JVM, JVM stands for Java Virtual Machine, which is actually virtually existing. It means it doesn't exist in physical era. It's like helping your program to run on any computer. That's why Java is also known as VORA, that is, VORA stands for Write Once and Run Anywhere. It means a Java program can be written on any computer for once, and it can be run on any other computer later on, irrespective of the OS. And one of the real life example, we can see that it's like a universal translator that makes your program speak any computer's language, independent of any OS basically. And then comes JRE, which stands for Java Runtime Environment. It means it is actually everything needed to run a Java program. It consists of all the JDK and JVM together. So we can say that it's like a media player that plays your movies. You don't need to film it by yourself. Yeah. So these are the three things. So a programmer who writes Java programs, they must need JDK. So now let's try to install JDK 21, that is the latest version of our Java. So let's go on to our official website, that is Oracle Java download. And when you go to our Java downloads, and here you can see in the drop down, that is Java SE21, that is the latest version available now. And let's go to the download description, and you need to choose as per your OS. So mine is Windows, so I'll be choosing the Windows x64 installer, which is available for 164 MB. And after clicking on installer, it will start installing. So I've already installed, so I won't be installing again. And after installation, the basic issue which any user or any beginner faces is that when they try to run their first code, actually they get the error something called as Java not found. So this issue occurs due to the path setup. Whenever the user installs the JDK for the first time, they think that it's done, that's it. But they forget about setting up the path till JDK bin. So whenever we install some software into our computer, in our file explorer, it is situated into our, it is located into our file manager, that is program files, a folder called program files. There we can see Java, and you need to go inside JDK 21 and then bin. You need to locate it till bin and copy the path. After copying the path into your clipboard, let's go into our environment variables. Environment variables. Yeah, for your account. And here you can see, let me do it again. You need to search for environment variables. And here we will be seeing for the option environment variables. Click on that, and then here you can see system variables in the bottom part. Click on new and give some name as Java class path, and then copy your path, whatever you have copied till bin, and click on OK, then again OK, and done. That's it. So this is how your path setup is done. And to check if the installation is done properly or not, let's go on to our command prompt by typing cmd and type the command java space hyphen version to check the version installed. So here we can see that it is the 21st version. And next, when you talk about beginners, we need something known as IDE, which is known as Integrated Development Environment, in which most of the coders or programmers write their programs or build their projects basically. It actually provides a proper environment to build your projects throughout. So for beginners, I would suggest Notepad++, or also they can go with VS Code, which is already installed into my laptop. So let me show you from where you can install it. VS Code. Select your particular OS. Mine is Windows, so I'll be going into Windows, and here you can install. Here you will be looking download and install Visual Studio Code. From there you can get your Visual Studio, and once you install this Visual Studio Code, you need to install one more thing, that is the Java extensions, which are actually helpful in running your programs efficiently and in an easier way. You don't need to write each and every word or each and every line. It can do it for you. So you have to search for Java extensions. Oh, let me remove this space. And here you go. The official website of Oracle has this extension already. You can install it. Since I've already used, so it is already enabled and installed. So that's it for today. We have learned how to install JDK and VS Code together. So in our next video, we are going to our phase 1, that is the basic part of Java, where we'll be learning about variables and all the data types available out there. So yeah, let's see you in the next video. Bye bye.